Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So time to have a look at one of the new guns that was added with this season. It is the Frenzied Locomotive. Now this is available via the Battle Pass and you get all 5 copies here in the Battle Pass. So I think the last copy is at 54 and this is the free one. So you get 3 free copies and 2 on the premium track. If you're not buying the Battle Pass, it will be available 2 seasons later. Anyway. So this gun is a machine gun. Now the unique thing here is it doesn't have ammo. You don't need any ammo. It is the general rounds type, but it has unlimited ammo and you have to warm it up. So it takes a second and a half. It feels like a minute and a half. And then on the right, you have a gauge. You can keep firing as long as you have the gauge in the sort of not too hot range, let's say. So you can see it's getting hotter and hotter. Hot. And it'll soon reach full, and now you cannot shoot until it cools down. So you can see you have plenty of time to build it up. So initially you have to wait about 1.5 seconds and then you can shoot. So you can either keep shooting until it doesn't overheat and stop, or you can just go crazy, and when it overheats you can just take a break and use your skills or something. So if I stop now, it's not an issue. It cools down a little bit. But you have to still wait that 1.5 seconds, which can feel like an eternity sometimes during actual missions. So yeah, so don't have to worry about ammo. You don't have to put ammo mods and things like that. So it's pretty good. I have the ammo doggo here, but that's for some of the other weapons that I use. So if you are going with Inez or someone, you can use a different dog if you're using this gun. So it's a multi-hit type of weapon. Over here by default, it has good multi-hit damage. Base is 36%. Crit rate is on the lower side. You can see only 1%, so you don't build with crit. And yeah, as you can tell, it has no magazine size, so you can keep shooting as long as you want. With the unique ability, it applies preheating, like I said, 1.5 seconds, and then it does additional damage. Now, the key here to reduce the overheating is basically multi-hit needs to be triggered. You need to hit weak points and you need to destroy Colossus parts. Now, later in the episode, they are going to introduce the extreme difficulty for the hard difficulty Colossus, like the standard Colossus. So maybe this might come in handy then. You can try it with the Wall Crasher as well, but we have better options, like we have Blue Beetle with clay. But you can try by adding something like the Colossus damage on your options. So yeah, so multi-hit will reduce the overheating. And yeah, so basically that is how this works. And yeah, once you overheat, you'll have to wait 10 seconds. So yeah, very simple build. It does not have a base element like some of the other weapons, so you can use any element you like. Since we are building without crit, we will go with rifling reinforcement, action reaction, charge amplification. These 3 will give the firearm attack. As I mentioned, the weak point damage will be something that helps when it comes to reducing the cooldown. So we have weak point here. Fire rate, because it's a big machine gun, we want it to shoot faster. We have electric enhancement, electric priority. You can put any element you want. I'm planning to polarize this for all the element types, different sockets, and then I'll use whichever element I'm going to use for a particular dungeon. Then we have the 2 multi-hit, so multi-percussion sight for the multi-hit chance, and then multi-piercing sights for the multi-hit damage. Okay, so that is basically your standard build. On the outside, in the free core, I have fire rate. Again, just to make it shoot faster, because we are already waiting 1.5 seconds, and then it's slowly shooting, building up. So I want it to be a little better. In the 2 red ones, I went both with multi-hit chance, just to make sure we hit multi-hit chance a lot and we trigger the cooldown. You can try switching one of these to multi-hit damage and see how that works out for you. I did not really see an issue when it came to damage. I just wanted to shoot faster and do more multi-hits so that it keeps, cooler, let's say. So that's why I went with 2 multi-hit chances. But like I said, you can try with multi-hit damage if you want. And then in the 2 yellow cores, I went with sprint speeds because, again, big, heavy machine gun. If you walk around with this one, it'll just feel very slow. So I put 2 sprint cores just to feel fast, because in the newer dungeons, we are already getting on the bike. So I did not put a grapple here, just 2 multi-hits just to make it faster. Now in the options here, multi-hit chance, multi-hit damage, firearm attack, and then I went with electric because again I'm using electric here. You can switch it to a different element type. You can put weak point instead. Remember, weak point will also reduce the cooldown. You can also add additional damage against the Colossus if you are using it against Colossus because you get cooldown of reduction. I mean, you get cooler with the gun if you break Colossus parts. So I may switch that electric into Colossus if I want to use it for Colossus. Okay, so those are the options and the settings here. And yeah, you can use it with Inez. You can use it with some of the other Descendants if you want. Inez is better than Valby because Valby and her buffs with the supply moisture, they help crit weapons. So it'll increase the crit rate, crit damage. Also, Valby gets extra bullets. So you don't need that for this gun because you have no ammo here. It all depends on the cooldown. This is a multi-hit gun, so you don't need the crit for Valby that Valby can give. So yeah, so Inez works better. And so yeah, so that is the gun build. It's simple. It's nothing special. I wouldn't say this is like something I would use, but I was getting very good times comparable to the hammer and anvil when it came to using with Inez and the plasma bullet, because with the Inez, I was getting very low times in the Legion Lab, not the Legion Lab, the Underwater Base and the Forbidden Sanctuary, and I was getting very similar times with this one as well. So it is pretty strong and very useful, but it'll depend on your preference, whether you like the hammer and anvil more, or even something like the Voltia more, or if you do like the big machine gun, because the recoil isn't bad on this one. It doesn't, go all over the place like some of the other weapons. So it's actually not as bad as a machine gun. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll leave you with a couple of missions with Inez and the plasma bullet, so you can see how it looks and how it performs, and whether it's something you want to fully build. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Initiating the underwater base search operation, Descendant. Multiple Vulgus approaching from the front. Neutralize them.
Let's end this.
Entrance security disarmed. Descendant, proceed inside. Descendant, destroy the device up ahead.
This is going to hurt.
Multiple Vulgus signals detected in the operation zone. Proceed with caution. We're detecting multiple Vulgus signals.
This is where it ends. Give up. Eliminated. Don't you dare run away.
You need to use your hover bike from here on out. Descendant, massive energy signal detected inside the laboratory. Be careful. Operation complete. Great job, Descendant.
Give up. Here it comes. Take this. Don't you dare run away. This is going to hurt. Eliminated. This is awesome.